Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mohammad Ubaid and this is another video of earthquake engineering and software practice series. And today in this video, we will learn how we can find out the scale factor for using in response spectrum analysis. So when we do the response spectrum analysis for any structure, we have to do two analysis. First, analysis of the structure by using equivalent static method, and then the second analysis which we do is response spectrum analysis. Okay, and the scale factor which will be using is equal to Ig upon 2r, where I is the importance factor and G is the acceleration due to gravity and R is the response reduction factor. And I have taken the value of I and R from IS code 1893 2016, and I have taken I is 1 and R is equal to 5, and I have put the value of G in mm per second square. And let's see why I have taken this G as 9806.65. So this is the interface of Etabs, and I have defined the equivalent static load in earthquake load in x direction and in y direction also, and I have also defined the response spectrum load case in x direction and in y direction. And here you can see the scale factor is 9806.65, and the important thing which we have to note is here that the acceleration units are mm per second square. You can see by taking your cursor at this icon. So here acceleration unit is in mm per second square. So we have to use the value of gravitational acceleration as in mm per second square. That's why I have taken the value as 9806.65 in my calculation for scale factor. So let's see what was the value of scale factor. So here you can see that that our scale factor is coming out to be 980.665. Okay, we will put this value in the place of our scale factor in Etabs. We have to put this value in both the cases, okay, in x direction and in y direction also. And we will just click OK, and after clicking OK, we will just run the analysis. So here we run the analysis and we will wait for the results to come. So the analysis has been completed and now we can see the result. And we will just see the base shares by using base reaction from this table menu, and we will just click base reaction and we will just click OK. So here we can see that the base share in x direction due to equivalent static load method is 936.221, and base share in x direction due to response spectrum analysis is 80.3884, which is very less. So we will just note these value and we will see what we will do with these value. Okay, so according to the IS 1893 2016, if the base share from the dynamic analysis is less than the base share from the equivalent load method, then we have to scale the responses by multiplying the responses by this ratio, which is v1x upon v2x. What is v1? V1 is the base share from equivalent static load method divided by base share from the response spectrum analysis method in x direction. Okay, and we have got 936.221 uh, and 80.3884 from the response spectrum analysis, and the ratio is equal to 11.646 for x direction, and the value is equal to 11.68678 for y direction. We will just multiply our scale factor by these values so that we can scale up the responses from the response spectrum analysis. Okay, let's see how we will do this. So we will just unlock our model, and after unlocking the model we will just go for our define, and from define we will just go for load cases, and here we will just go to response spectrum in x direction and we will multiply it by the value which we have got, and the value is 11.646 in x direction, and the value is uh, for y direction the value is 11.678. Okay, sorry, 11.678, and we will just click OK. After clicking OK, we will just run the analysis again and we will see what we will get. So the analysis has been completed. Now we can compare the base share from the analysis result, and we will just click OK. Now the table will be displayed, and here we can see that the base shear due to equivalent static load in x direction is almost equal to the base shear from response spectrum analysis in x direction, and this is the same case in y direction also. So in this way we can do the response spectrum analysis and we can scale the responses according to the IS 1893 2016. Okay, so this is it for this video. If you have any confusion, please comment down in the comment box and I will try to answer all your comment as soon as possible. And please subscribe to my channel, and if you like this video, please share this video, and we will meet in our next video. Thanks for watching.